Test. 1, 2, 3. Test. 1, 2, 3. Test. 1, 2, 3. Hello. Hello, hello. Can you hear my voice? Hello, hello. Okay. I think we have no problem. Can you hear my voice? Yes, very good. Okay. Let's start today's live program. Okay. All right. Okay, that's what we teach today. Okay, students, today we are going to continue to look at the page 40, lesson 2. On the final part of the lesson 2, you can learn some Chinese culture. Actually, in every lesson, and I think every lesson comes with a little bit Chinese culture. So today we are going to focus on family central to Chinese culture. Okay, and I think you look at this. What you see on your screen is I scanned the one page of our textbook, and this is our topic: the family central to Chinese culture. You know, in Chinese, people think family is very important. I don't know what's there in Indonesia, but I think probably the same situation. But traditionally, Chinese culture, we think family is a very important element. Okay, so let's look at the photograph first. You can see this is a family. I think this is husband and wife with 2 children in the middle, and one old lady. I think is the grandma. Okay, it's family get together. Okay. Okay, let's move on to the second picture here. Okay. It's a family trip. Sorry. I move this in here. Okay. Okay, it's a family trip. Usually we go out for a trip. We would like to invite all our family to join with us. Yeah. You see, another one is family celebration. I think you see a birthday is here. Must be someone's, must be one member's birthday. So family get together and celebrate the birthday. Okay, actually, this is how we learn. This is what we learn. It's a long. This article is quite long and it tells a lot. So let's begin our article. Okay, I made a Word file. Okay, let's switch to this Word file. Okay, the topic today is family central to Chinese culture. So I would like to translate it into Mandarin Chinese. Okay, I say in Mandarin. The topic is family central to Chinese culture. So 用国语说的话是以家庭为中心的中华文化。Okay, you see Chinese culture here. Culture is 文化。Okay. I don't know if I can make it a little bigger. Yes. I hope you were watching more clear. Okay, you see, family central means 以家庭为中心。Family is 家庭。Family is 家庭。Central means central is 中心。Okay, 中心 here. So Chinese culture is 中华文化。中华文化。So 中华文化是以家庭为中心的。So family is so important. It's in the it's in the center. So important. Okay. 好。So let's move on to the first sentence. We do it sentence by sentence. Yes. Let's click. Okay. The first sentence, the family is essential to Chinese culture. Okay. Families, 家庭是中华文化的核心。Okay. So again, 家庭 is the family. 家 But what you know, family, home is 家 family is 家 So 家庭 means your whole family. So it's the central to Chinese culture. 中华文化的核心 So central is very important places. So it's 核心 means it's in the middle. It's so important. So we say 核心. 核心 means, you know, in lots of fruit, for example, apple, so, you have you have some very cold, very hot, some fruit have in the middle, the core part is so important part. So that's the meaning of this sentence. Okay. So we move on to the next one. Okay. Okay. Let's just say it here. Chinese parents expect to live with their children, especially their son. You know, in older Chinese, the parents, when they grow old, they don't want to live. We don't like Western people. Western old people, they may live alone, but Chinese old people, Chinese parents, they expect to live with the children. Okay, especially their son. Okay, we translate that into the Chinese. 中国父母期望，期望 means expect. Chinese parent, 中国父母，中国父母期望。Chinese parents expect 与孩子一起生活，与孩子 live with their children. Children means 孩子，与孩子一起生活，特别是 okay. The final part. Well, actually, I separate this sentence with three little parts. Okay, let's begin the third part. 特别是他们的儿子，特别 means especially， 特别 especially， 特四声特，特别是他们的儿子，儿子 means son， 女儿是 daughter， 儿子是 the boy son， 他们的儿子，他们希望中国的父母亲期望与孩子们一起生活，特别是他们的儿子。Okay. So you know, in China, it's a men society. It's not a woman society. So every man will inherit the same last name as their father. So we consider the generation continue again and again with the same last name. So this kind of continuous your races, your species is so important in Chinese culture. So that's what I want to mention in here. Okay, next one. Okay, in the past, some always live with their parents, even after they were married. Actually, the whole big family, they live together. In the past, the Chinese family is so big. So, uh, you know, it doesn't mean you get married, you have to live in a family. No, it's all big, happy. It's all big family. They live together. So in the past, some always live with their parents, even after they were married. 过去 in the past, 过去 in the past. 即使结婚后 even after they married. Married is 结婚 marriage 结婚所以结婚后 after they were married 结婚后儿子也常常和父母同住。I say it again. 过去即使结婚后儿子 means the son 也常常 means often always 和父母同住。父 means parents, but 父 actually is father, and 母 actually is 母 here is mother. 同住 means live together. 同 means 同住 means they live together. Okay, the parents live with their son. Okay. All right. We go on to the next sentence. Son will also receive the family inheritance. Son would also receive the family inheritance. 儿子 son 也 means also. Receive 得到儿子也会得到，儿子也会得到。OK， 得到什么呢 ？What they received， 家庭的遗产，家庭的遗产 ，the family inheritance. In China, we, the family live in the same, in the land, generation and generation again and again. So this family inheritance, they continue. Who received this kind of inheritance? Of course, the male, the boy. Okay, and the daughter when they marry. Okay, we'll teach you in the next sentence. While the daughter would not. So daughter is 女儿，女 means girl, right? So 女儿 means daughter. 而女儿则不会，所以说女儿则不会得到家庭的遗产。The female don't get any family inheritance. Alright? Why? I think in this paragraph we'll more explain what Chinese people are thinking. Yeah, it's this sentence. This sentence is quite long, but we first say it we first teach you how the English to let you know what in their mind, the traditional Chinese people were thinking about daughter. Daughters were considered member of someone else's family. Once they got married, the daughter is not your family member again. It becomes member of someone else's family. See? So, for example, when my wife married me, my wife did not belong to his original family. He become my family. He become member of my family. Okay, so daughter were considered someone else other than our family. So they did not live. With their parents. So the daughter, they don't live with their own parents. They live with her husband's parents. Now you see, we are not saying that the kids don't live with their parents. It depends on, we always live with husband's parents. So you are a girl, you marry to your husband. You marry to your husband, of course. You live with your husband's parents. So nor did they receive any inheritance from them. So they didn't receive any inheritance from the original family. Okay, so you understand what's Chinese, our cultural stuff, what we think about the girls. Once they got married, they don't belong to the original family. They belong to the new family. Everybody do the same. Yeah. So Chinese people always think that. So let's say it in Chinese. 一旦结婚 means once they got married. 女儿 means daughter. 被认为是 女儿 the daughter would be considered 认为 considered someone else family member 别人家庭的成员。别人 means someone else. 家庭 family. 成员 member. So it's 一旦结婚，女儿被认为是别人家庭成员，所以他们没有和父母同住。Of course. So the daughters, 他们 means the daughters, did not live with their original parents because their original parents, they live with the son and son's wife. So the son's wife live with the daughter's parents, not the daughters. Okay? So 也没有 so they did not receive 也没有得到 they did not receive 他们的遗产 what is 他们遗产 the family inheritance 他们的遗产 means so they didn't live there with their original family and so they did not get the inheritance. Oh, by the way, when the daughter married, they lived with the husband's parents, but the husband the husband inherited its family inheritance, so it's fair, right? Okay, so we finish I think we finished the first paragraph. Yeah. So it's in the first paragraph, we are talking about what we think and what is the traditional stuff. However, in the modern society, things are changed a little bit because the size of the family is shrinking. It's not as big as before. So usually in the old China, we are always in a big family. Uh, Lots of members live together, but in modern society, especially in the metropolitan area, the family only consider we are it's very small families. It's not just like all this agricultural society before. Okay, so let's move on to the next sentence. In the modern society, it is becoming increasingly difficult to find a family with 3 generations under one roof. Okay? So previously, it's so popular. 3 generations means the grandpa, the parents, the kids, the granddaughter, the grandson, 3 generations. They live in the same place. But in modern society, no, we don't do that because it's just cannot do that. Yeah, but it is still common to find married couples live near their parents, in-laws, sometimes even next door. This new generation, they don't want to live in the one houses, but they still live very close. But it's still common to find married couples live near their parents and in-laws. Sometimes they are just neighborhood. They are just neighbors. They even sometimes even next door. Okay. Okay, let's move on to the Chinese part. Okay. 在现代社会 in the modern 在现代社会 it's modern society 在一个屋檐下，屋檐 means roof， 在一个屋檐下，屋檐 means roof, so in the same roof, so 在一个屋檐下 means means in the same house。在一个屋檐下找到一个3代同堂的家庭，变得越来越困难。So this is the first part of it's quite a long sentence. So we have to divide it to several partitions. Okay. So all right. So 3代同堂 means 3 generations live together. One family consists 3 generations means 3代同堂的家庭变得越来越困难。So 变得越来越困难，困难 means difficult. So more and more difficult, 越来越困难。This is how Chinese expression. More and more and more difficult. 越来越困难。困难 means difficult. When you say more and more, you say 越来越怎么样？越来越困难 more and more difficult. Okay? 但是 means but. 我们却常看见 we often see that. 我们却常看见这些年轻的夫妻常住在父母、公公婆婆附近。年轻的夫妻 means the younger generation, young couples. The young couples, They just don't like the traditional way, the modern way. The young couple would like to their own. They don't want to, they don't want to leave their parents because uh, uh, they would like to have their home, their own home. They don't have to leave their parents because maybe their parents is healthy. You don't need to take care of them. If people live together, lots of uh, argument. It's better to live separately, so we don't have any bad thing happen in between. So if we live very close, we will get a lot of trouble all the time. So we just don't do that, especially the younger generation, especially the new couples. Once they get married, they don't want to bothered by the older generation, but 他们却常常住在父母公公婆婆附近 but they still want to get the benefit of the grandpa and grandma. Why? We'll tell you later. Okay, but they maybe, yeah, most of them will decide to live nearby. Okay, so 住在 means they live. 父母 means parents. 公公婆婆 means the parents-in-law. Okay, 附近 means nearby. 有时候 sometimes 还就住在隔壁. Sometimes they are these young couples and older grandpa and grandma, they are neighbors. Okay. Let me tell you why they decide to do this. Being in close proximity allow them to look after their children instead of hiring a professional nanny. One very big benefit for living close is why. Allow them to look after their children instead of hiring a professional nanny. Okay? 住近是为了方便 OK 他们照顾孙子照顾 means look after 孙子 grandson the children 住近 means live closely in order to conveniently to look after their grandson. Okay, so grandson 是孙子，方便是conveniently， 而不想多花钱聘用一个专业的保姆。So保姆 is a nanny. So grandpa and grandma become a nanny. So you can save some money because in Taiwan, it's not like Indonesia. If you want to hire a nanny, it will cost you quite a big money. Okay? 而不想再多花钱，多花钱 means spend money, hire 聘用一个专业的保姆，a professional 专业 professional 保姆 nanny. Okay, let's move on to the next sentence. Having grandparents look after your children save money and you don't worry leaving your children with a stranger. Okay, 让祖父母照顾你的孩子，不仅能节省金钱。让祖父母，祖父母 means grandparents， 照顾你 look after your children，你的孩子，不仅能节省金钱 ，save money， 而且 and you don't worry， 你不用担心 ，you don't have worry， 把孩子留给一个陌生人来照顾 ，leave your children to a stranger to take care of。OK， 把孩子，孩子 means your children， 留给一个陌生人。So you know, even the nanny is professional, but he is not the relative of. He has no blood relationship with your kids. So we consider is a stranger, 陌生人 stranger. OK， 来照顾。For their part, the grandparents are generally happier to be surrounded by their grandkids. I don't know about some others, but for the Chinese people, for their parts, the grandpa would like to surrounded by the grandkids. OK， 对于祖父母来说，祖父母名是 grandpa and grandma。So 对于来说 means for the sake of the grandpa and grandma， 能被孙子包围 surrounded by the grandkids， 能被孙子包围着，一般都会觉得更加快乐。一般 means general， 都会觉得 will consider themselves more and happier. OK， 一般都会觉得更加快乐。Okay, this is the second paragraph. Okay, now move on the third paragraph. Okay, more and more people in Taiwan today are also waiting longer to get married. You know, I don't think it's only in Taiwan. I think it's a worldwide situation. More and more people in Taiwan today are also waiting longer to get married. Wait longer to get married is quite easy in Chinese. 晚结婚，结婚 means get married. 晚 means late. Late get married. So 今天 means today. 台湾越来越多的人 more and more Taiwanese people. Taiwan is Taiwan. More 越来越多 more and more people in Taiwan. 今天 means today. 晚结婚 late get married. Okay? It's a very easy sentence. Yeah. So, you know, this is Chinese grammar. We always put the time words in the very beginning of the sentence. It's different from English. Okay. Okay, let's move on. We'll teach you about this in the lesson 4, I guess. Yeah. Never mind. Traditionally, single adults are still children in Chinese culture. You know, it's very funny. If you don't get married, you still think as a kids in Chinese culture. That's true. All right. 传统上 traditionally 传统上单身成年人 What means 单身成年人 means single adult. Single means you not get married. 单身的成年人 No matter how old you are, even you are more than 20, more than 30, more than 40. But in in old Chinese culture, single adult, 单身成年人 单身成年人 here is single adult. 在 中华文化 in Chinese culture， 在中华文化中，还是被认为是孩子，还是被认为 consider 孩子 kids。OK， 传统上，单身成年人在中国文化中还是被认为是孩子，是小孩。OK， as such, because of that, many single adults in their 30s and 40s still live with their parents, and the parents continue to look after them. It's a very, in modern society, people getting late, wait there, and they don't marry so early. Some of them, they just don't marry at all. So, what's that? How about that? It's so often. So, the end result is they continue to live with their old parents, and the parents continue to look after them. Actually, they look after each other. Okay, that's the way the new society, the modern society become. 因此，30多岁 30s， 40多岁 40s， 许多单身成年人 many single adult 仍然与父母亲同住 still live with their parents。 父母继续 the parents continue 照顾他们 look after them。 OK， 父母继续照顾他们，他们是谁？就是单身的成年人，那些还没有结婚的单身成年人。单身成年人 means the single adult. They didn't get married, even they are 30s, they are 40s, they still live with their parents. 与父母同住，父母同住 live together 同住 OK， 父母继续照顾他们 The parents continue to look after this 30s and 40s single adult. Okay, that's it about today's I think we learned a lot. It's a very complicated article, but it says a lot. It really reflects what Chinese people in the past, the traditional way, and what's the modern way. I don't know what about the future way. Yes, but I think it will come so naturally. We will adjust ourselves, but the concept's changing. So we finished today's lesson. We'll continue to teach you more and more about the Chinese culture. So see you next time. Bye bye.